Well, today the WNBA announced their all defensive team, first and second team, and surprisingly, somebody is missing from both of them lists. And they led the league in rebounding at 13.1 rebounds a game. But before we get off into today's podcast, tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, the WNBA has came out with their first and second team, all defensive team, and Angel Reese is noticeably missing off of those lists. Now, a lot of people in the WNBA, such as players, such as A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson's been on record talking about she don't like going up against, Angel Reese because of her defensive tenacity. How she guards her, how she makes her work, and how she defends, and how she's relentless on the glass. Now, the definition of a defender is cleaning the glass, playing defense, locking people down, and holding them, to a bad field goal shooting percentage. Now, we've seen Angel Reese do all three of them. Not only does she guard the best interior player during the games, she also can step out on the perimeter and shut your guards down as well because of her length and her athleticism. Now, Angel Reese is 6'3", and she's athletic, and she defends at a high level. Now, during the course of the WNBA, we saw how she can defend. Players had trouble really getting off against Angel Reese. Now, we've seen a game late this year when they played the LA Sparks, when Rakia Jackson was going off in the, first half. 15 points in the first half. And then in the second half, Angel Reese came out and cut her water off. Absolutely shut her down. She had 3 points in the second half, and she had 2 of them points when Angel Reese went to the bench. So Angel Reese can shut people's water off. Also, we seen what she did to Derica Hamby. She shut her down, held her to 5 points. We've seen what she's done to Tina Charles, shut her down. We've seen the battles that she's had with A'ja Wilson, giving A'ja Wilson problems and fits. And A'ja Wilson has been mic'd up saying, man, look, I get tired of going up against Angel Reese. The way Angel Reese makes her work and contests her shot, it makes it, difficult on her. You look at the 3 to 4 games that they played this year, A'ja Wilson hasn't shot a good field goal percentage against Angel Reese. She was a high volume shooter against the Chicago Skies to get her points. But the field goal percentage, because of the tough shots that Angel Reese is making her take, she's not shooting a great field goal percentage against Angel Reese. Now, the list came out today, and these are the names that are on the list. And a lot of people have said that, Angel Reese should at least been on that second team. Now, I don't know what the WNBA got going on. Don't want to put, Angel Reese on some of these, WNBA lists. Because she had a stellar rookie campaign. She led the WNBA in rebounding at 13.1 rebounds a game. And then if she didn't go down with the wrist injury, she would have extended her rebounding record. When she went down and missed the last 5 games, A'ja Wilson took over the rebounding record for the year, but she didn't surpass her in leading the league in rebounds. So this is the list that the WNBA came out with. Now, we can dispute this list. We can debate this list. This is the list. Announcing the 2024 WNBA All Defensive Team. First team was Napheesa Collier, which was accepted. She deserved that. A'ja Wilson, Ezzy, Mag Beggar, Dejian Carrington, and Breanna Stewart. See, the first team, that's probably solidified. But if you ask me, Asia Wilson actually played better defense than Breonna Stewart. I mean, Dejian Carrington, you know how she plays defense. She harasses the perimeter. She harasses the guards. So it's sufficient enough that she's on that first team. Now, when you get to that second team, Alyssa Thomas, Elena Smith, Nneka Obumake, Jaquel Jones, and Natasha Cloud. Come on, man. Angel Reese could have been easily on that second team list. She could have swapped in for Elena Smith. Even Jaquel Jones. Like Natasha Cloud and Nneka. I mean, Angel Reese could have easily been on that list. I don't know why she was left off that list. I don't know why she don't get more credit for the defense she plays. She plays stellar defense. A lot of people will say that Angel Reese don't play no defense. She plays defense, man, because the way she cleans the boards on the defensive glass. She cleans the boards. She plays defense. Even though she don't get block shots like everybody thinks that she should get block shots, but she's holding her man. She's playing interior defense and she's giving these people fits. And, you know, I've always said, men lie, women lie, stats don't. So let's look at the stats of when Angel Reese is guarding people throughout the WNBA. And let's take a listen and look at what the stats say. We're not going to listen. We're going to look. Now, players' shooting percentage this season when guarded by Angel Reese, 38.1% in the paint, 36.9% in the mid-range, 32.2% from threes. Now, that's a defender. That's a lockdown defender. So I don't know why Angel Reese don't get more credit for her defense, because she's going out there guarding the best player each and every night. She has stated that she wants to take on the challenge and guard the best player every night. So I don't know why she don't get more consideration for her defense, because we've seen what she's done through the course of the season, man. We've seen everything that she brings to the table defensively. And we see when she's out of the game that Chicago Sky's defense falls off tremendously. Now, early in the season, before the Olympic break, she was number one in win shares, defensively on the win shares. If people like to say they like to get off in the analytics, she was number one in defensive win shares. So her impact on the floor defensively is just as great of an impact when she's out there playing an all-around game. So to leave her off of the second team, I find that kind of outlandish. I think she deserved to be on that second team. I don't know if the WNBA does a third team all defensive team, but that second team, she could have easily been on that second team. I don't know who the voters are. I don't know what they have against Angel Reese when it comes to putting her in these categories of getting nominated for these awards. I just don't know. Just like the Rookie of the Year, you know, not to get that many votes in the Rookie of the Year race, to me, it was asinine. It was asinine. She deserved to be in that conversation of Rookie of the Year, like she deserves to be in the conversation for being on one of these teams for all defensive teams in the WNBA. I know she's just a rookie, but this is just going to fuel her. I mean, the comeback is going to be strong for Angel Reese, and we can assure you of that, because this is not the finished product. You think that she was leading the league in rebounding this year? Wait till she comes back next year and puts her offensive package together. Easily going to be averaging 20 and 15. Easily. But I just don't understand why she don't get no more, recommendation for her defense, because her defense is stellar. We've debated it all the time on live shows about her defense. They just don't give her credit for her defense, and she's out there playing excellent defense. So she should get more credit for the defense that she plays and get more recommendation league-wide, because the players know, but the voting committee, I don't know what's going on with the voting committee. I don't know what they have against Angel Reese, not putting her in these categories, but I just think, she was snubbed from the second team. So you guys let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Do you think Angel Reese was snubbed from that second team, all defensive team? I think she was. That's just my personal opinion. But that's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.